Everybody say hey! Hey! Everybody say oh! Oh! What is up, YouTube? We want you to stop talking like a rapper. Oh, well. Okay. You guys are no fun. So I've noticed that I've recently sort of realised that we've been camping on this beach with our bunk bed, with our little bed, and our chest full of stuff. We don't really have a house or anything, right? Nothing. So yeah, so today I'm going to go play Glowstone at the hub. But first we're going to go ahead and do some enchanting because I died last ALP twice and lost all my good stuff. It vanished. We don't know where it was, even though we checked the exact spot where I was. It's just gone. So let's go and be Zacloud. There's a lot of stuff going on down here. There's actually a nice backlog for me here. I wonder if these are already... No, they're not. Okay. Oh, it's loud. What are my volume settings? It's fine. Turn it down a bit. Okay. So today's episode theme is time, and how little of it I have. And how even less of it I'm going to have in the future. It's going to be a talkie episode. I've got quite a lot to mention. A lot of stuff has been going on with me recently. Oh, we've passed 30. I wasn't paying attention. Let's make some boots. We want feather falling. We really want feather falling. I love feather falling boots. And when you have UHC mode turned on and every heart counts, they're very useful. But yeah, well, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I do have unbreaking. I wonder how much it costs to combine those two. 36 or too expensive. Okay, never mind then. I'm just going to put these new feather falling ones on. We're going to do a sword and then we're going to get started on today's episode. Oh, that guy has thorns. Look at that! The way that skeletons and zombies work with picking up armor is that they have a certain order of choice. And it looks like this guy's picking up and dropping them one after another. That is really funny. Can I pick him up? I can't. He's just messing with them so quick. Look at that. That was, what, 3 helmets going there? Pretty good. I was just looking around here while I waited for some more skeletons, and I saw that there's now an overflow chests line hidden here. They're just... Oh my god! Zacloud, you're crazy, you're mental. Look at that! This is on top of all the stuff I showed you last episode. Wow. Just, I would not have had the patience to do this. That's crazy. There's actually a chest here with a ton of infinity bows in it. This is just... Wow. She has patience, does that girl? Right, here's hoping for something good. Pfft. That's really not good at all. Well, I guess it'll do for now. Because I don't have much time. Let's go back over to... Actually, let's put all this random junk away that we got from these skeletons. I was thinking probably snowballs, because the longer you stay in an area, the harder the mobs get, so the more potion effects and things like that they get. So, because Zacloud's been here so long, more and more of the mobs actually have armor. So, today I'm going to be up here. We're going to start work on the ceiling of this hub because it needs doing, and I need to be able to do something simple and repetitive while talking to you guys. So we're going to be placing down what limited glowstone we have so far collected in an attempt at a pattern using this walkway I built. Huzzah! And we're starting here. Why not? Yes, so time. Last week and the week before, you may have noticed that this path doesn't go as far as I want it to. Can't quite reach there. You may have noticed that I was doing a 5 5 videos in 5 days challenge. I was trying to get that many out because I have 5 series. That was when the Game Mode 4 series started. So that was kind of a good plan. And it worked, you know. I found that 5 videos wasn't too much to ask for in 5 days. So this week I'm actually going to be trying to do 7 videos in 7 days because I think I can manage it, and because I kind of want to keep doing all my series regularly, but there's the whole thing of the Game Mode 4 and lectures and lab coats is what I'm trying to say, is basically that people seem to really like them, and they seem to be very popular at the moment. So I'm basically going to be trying to do 2 of each of those this week, 2 lectures and lab coats, 2 Game Mode 4s, and see what people think of that. Because I think it'll work quite nicely. I'm not really sure how much glowstone I'm going for. I'm going to spread it fairly sparsely. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. How do I get that back? With the power of dirt! For a moment then I thought it had gone up onto the top of the nether. Let's put that there. Okay, and there. So yeah, I mean, this is great, you know. I'm putting out a video a day by myself. And this is 7 videos, not counting videos I'm doing with Crazy Man, by the way. Because with Crazy Man I'll be doing several more on top of that, and in fact tomorrow or this evening we're going to be recording a ton and then editing it all tomorrow. Things like the ALP, our multiplayer Minecraft series, they take a whole day to make, just because there's the recording, and we've also got to travel for ages. There's a lot of traveling to do because, well, we don't live with each other. We live in separate places that are sort of 50 minutes by bus apart. But I wanted to talk about the level of output I'm currently doing and why that level is not going to be staying. And that's not through any lack of wanting to make it stay from me, but more simply because I've got a new job, which I thought was worth mentioning. I have a new job. It's for a printing company, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be a 5 days a week, which means that I no longer have oodles of time to put into YouTube, which I was going to regret my lack of my loss of free time to do YouTube, no matter what job I got. And I think this is going to be a fairly good job, you know, a great way to start working full time and stuff, which I don't currently do. So I think, yeah, I'm going to regret not being able to have so much time, but I need a full-time job. YouTube clearly does not support me. I do not make enough from YouTube, not even close. We make a couple of dollars a month, and then that needs to be translated into pounds, which reduces the value even further, because of the exchange and stuff. So unfortunately we're not at the stage by far yet where YouTube would be able to support Crazy Man or myself. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll tell you more about the job and what I think of it in future. But I do know that my new boss at the company knows I do YouTube, and as a result may very well be watching this video. So if you're watching, I will talk more about this job and exactly how I feel about it somewhere in the next 1 to 10 episodes. So you're going to have to watch all of them and enjoy them all to find out. Here's a little tip for you. If you press the little subscribe button on the bottom left of the video, it'll actually tell you every time one of my videos comes out. We don't have enough blocks on us. I'm going to use these. So yeah, the new job, I mean, it's 5 days a week. It's going to be really nice to leave the retail job, I have to say. Retail is never something I really wanted to stay in, like sales. Partly it's boring. I mean, the fun of it was lost after the first year, and I was there for 3 years, I think. The staff were lovely. I got on really well with everybody, I think. And you know, everyone everyone gets on more or less there, so that's a good thing, I think. It was a very friendly work atmosphere, but retail is definitely not somewhere that I wanted to be spending the rest of my life. I think partly my problem is that, and you may have already noticed this just from my personality, I am not very good at doing one thing. I like to have lots and lots of things to keep me busy. I like variety in my life. The new job, by the way, I say it's for a printing company. I'm doing some of the programming for them. I'm doing programming and sort of data passing, I suppose would be the word. So there will be a range of different things I'll be doing with that. Hopefully, we'll see what it's like, and I'll be sure to sort of let you know how I feel about it as it goes on. I start on the 17th, so I basically have 2 more weeks of more free time, and then it's over, and I will definitely be making the effort to try and do YouTube. I'll have the weekends free, and I'll definitely be wanting to try my best to keep the YouTube going, because of all my hobbies, I think this is not only my favourite, but also the one that has kept my interest for the longest. Because I've had all sorts of hobbies that all sorts of things I've practiced over the years, and some of them have stuck with me, others haven't. I used to do a lot of juggling, and I was also pretty good, I have to say, pretty good at origami. I did a lot of that for a while, and then other things come along. Currently, I'd say YouTube takes up most of my free time. I play instruments. That's a lot of fun and probably one of my favourite hobbies aside from YouTube. So different things come and go. YouTube, we've been doing YouTube for almost 2 years now. That's crazy. And I remember, and we've just, of course, passed the sort of 400 sub threshold. It's not an official threshold. That's 510 is our next official landmark point, but it's still a pretty cool number. And just, I remember back when we first started, I still remember those early editing days when we would spend a week making one video, and it would be a pretty bad video, and then a week later we'd finally get another one out. Now we're doing a video or more a day, which is, I don't really know. I'm pretty sure the days are still the same length that they were. But yeah, YouTube, I mean, not only is it a range of things to do, I mean, there's the different series you can do to begin with, and then there's also things like the amount of skills that I had to learn for it, like video editing, sound editing, recording, improving audio quality. There's all these things which are sort of skills that you learn that are useful in other applications as well, which is helpful, but it means that there's quite a variety of things that doing YouTube means, and that really appeals firstly to sort of my creative flair, and also just to being able to have a variety of crazy things to do. I noticed none of this glowstone I'm currently placing at that level. My general rule at the moment is try and fill in gaps with it, but so that any placing will still be visible from below. But I think I could do with some a bit low. We'll have to see how it looks from below. We don't have very much glowstone. We can always go around and add more later. But I'm trying to keep the depth of the bedrock to make it look like foliage. I don't really know how to pronounce that word. But hopefully this is going to look alright. So yeah, the full-time job, it had to happen. I mean, I would love to do YouTube full-time, don't get me wrong. But that is a very difficult stage to reach. I think you're looking at needing about 100,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers before you're even sort of making a decent amount. And we're currently putting more money into the YouTubes than we're getting out. I mean, we're paying for 2 server hosts, the ALP server and also the Trutinor server. So yeah, definitely putting more money in than we're getting out at the moment, and it's all about the viewers really. And I think we're very fortunate in having a pretty nice viewer base. I mean, we get some great commenters. We get people who seem to watch us regularly, enjoy the videos, make suggestions, which is great. I love sort of answering comments and things like that. Viewer feedback is, I think, something that makes YouTube very unique compared to, say, TV, where you don't really get that feedback. So making the videos live has that advantage to it. So yeah, but it is all about you guys. It's and if you want to support us, of course, you are supporting us by commenting and leaving likes, things like that. We don't ask for likes after the end of every video as a sort of point of principle. The idea that if you liked it, you will leave a like. Although I personally know that if I'm not reminded by somebody I'm watching, I usually forget to leave one, even if I otherwise would have. So yeah, but we're trying not to destroy the viewing experience by filling it with adverts for ourselves, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, but I mean, also it's things like we have had people come to us who've been recommended by one or more of our subscribers, and it's really great. It is, you guys are basically almost in charge of our careers, even though we're on YouTube. We're sort of self-employed through for YouTube, but you're almost our bosses. I mean, if there's something you don't like, you don't watch it, and therefore we're most likely to stop doing it unless we really enjoy doing it ourselves. But yeah, I mean, you are the ones who have a say in how well we do, which is it's an interesting dynamic. I don't think you get that in many jobs, which again is something that I find quite unique. I hope I'm not talking your ears off about randomness, but I just, getting a full-time job sort of made me realize how much I like being able to do this as a full-time job, even though I'm not paid to do it full-time. I'm putting the amount of time into it that a lot of full-timers do for YouTube. Let's take a look and see how this is looking from down below. I mean, the netherrack will be in the way, but well, it's an improvement. I think it could do with being a bit thicker, a little bit more glowstone. But since we don't have enough to do the roof even with this concentration, I'm going to leave it like this for now. Maybe get some feedback from the other LPers. I keep doing that. This is by no means a permanent way up, by the way. This tree is not finished. And I'm nearly out of health potions. Ah! Oh, okay, right. There we go. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. Crazy Man's been working 4 days a week for a while. I needed to give my notice at the to say I'm quitting at the retail job, and I have to give 4 weeks notice, and I start working for the printing company in 2 weeks. So I'm basically going to have 2 weeks where I have 1 day off, which is going to be great. It's going to be possibly a little draining to go from sort of 2 days a week working away from home to going to 6 out of 7 days a week. And I think video quality is probably going to drop. I may be able to pick it up again once I get a bit more used to doing it this way, if that makes sense. But I think we're going to see a bit of a drop. I may also be going to I've been asked by the retail company I currently work for to go to Birmingham, which is a couple of hours away, to an expo, an exhibition, a big room full of tables with stuff on it, with thousands of people who are slightly smaller than the tables, walking between the tables, since the tables themselves aren't great at moving. And I stand behind the table and I go, this is the Makey Makey, because I also work for Makey Makey during the week. One of the few, well, I think pretty much the only company I work for that I'm happy to name in my videos, because I like them so much that I'd never have any sort of horror stories like I do with the retail store. The deal with the retail store was that we're not allowed to, we had to sign something, both Crazy Man and myself, to say that we wouldn't say anything bad about it, by name. So as long as I don't name it, I can say what I like, I figure. And I think the price of not saying where I work compared to some of the stuff that happens. I mean, the things that happened to Crazy Man on his first day there, that lady who he had, the guy with the bleeding arm, you know, stuff like that. It's just so much better to talk about that than other things. I'm gonna try getting a little bit of glowstone lower down as well as the lowest point. Why not? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably going to. I have no idea really what's going to be going on with the new job and what sort of stories there'll be there. I'm not directly involved with retail and clients anymore. I mean, I am still talking to clients, but very much less so, and therefore the stories will probably be less frequent. Crazy Man's better at the storytelling than me anyway. I think talking about something you're not doing and doing something that you're not talking about at the same time is a skill. It really is, and I have still not mastered it. I would say I'm far from perfect at this Let's Playing Sting thing still. See? And talking is very tricky, which is why I'm doing something very simple and repetitive right now, so I can actually form words out of my mouth successfully. So yeah, I mean, I think that's basically all I'm saying. I'm trying not to reiterate. I'm trying not to repeat myself here. But the general gist is, love doing this. Gonna miss it. Will still be doing it, almost certainly. I can't see myself wanting to stop, even if I'm dead tired. And just thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying and commenting and just giving Crazy Man myself this great feeling every time a video gets a like or we see somebody's left a comment. Just there's this little leap in our stomach of sort of, oh wow, another person actually enjoys the random stuff we do. So I guess I'm just, in summary for this episode, thank you. Would probably be what I'm saying. I feel like I'm leaving. I'm doing like a leaving speech. I'm not leaving. I definitely want to keep going, but I do want to mention that I may be a little bit less active for a few weeks. Although next week I still have free, providing I don't go to this expo thing. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm trying to get them to pay me more than my basic wage because I'm leaving, and I don't see any point in. I don't feel any obligation to them. I feel obligation to my local staff and my local branch because I know them and they're in the same boat as me. But head office isn't great, and I don't feel any particular warm obligation to help them out when they gave me 2 weeks, or it was a week. I learned about this on Friday. Today's Tuesday. That this is happening next week, and considering that they have to sign up for this expo, they've probably known about it since September. So no sympathy for them, but sympathy for the other people who are in the same boat as me in being roped into this last minute. It'll be a fun expo though, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not really sure. Kids and educators and things, we have a little bit of glowstone left, but I think I've probably been talking long enough. It is 40 minutes in, although some of that was me grinding skeletons. I have Audacity open behind my window so that as I go I can sort of see how long I've been recording for. It's really hard to tell which corner has the furnaces in. We still have a lot of netherrack to smelt as well. Oh, it's full. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's us covered for this episode. Everything I really wanted to say, I think. Everything that's going to be happening to me. Thanks have been gotten out of the way with. I'm out of health potions. I think I'm going to place the rest of this glowstone in very much the same manner as I did the rest. And I guess we're just going to have to hope that myself or somebody else has the time and energy to go grab a ton more from somewhere. Villagers will actually trade glowstone. I don't know if they currently do. This is what it's like with feather falling boots. I'm scared now. I'm going to die if I fall again. Steady, steady. Okay. I don't know. I think we got almost half. Probably about a third to. Yeah, about a third done. It's not too bad. Okay. Well, anyway. I'm now definitely rambling, so I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. That was a wasted piece of glowstone right there. And yeah, great. Keep watching. And tell your friends about us. Because if one day I could do this full time, that'd be totes sweet or something. Started the episode talking like a rapper, ended it like one. Like a wannabe rapper. So, anyway, bye.